Alright fellas, I'm out in the garage here. It's almost lunchtime, so I'm getting ready to go in the house and strap on the feed bag as soon as I get done with this video. But I just wanted to pop on here and let y'all know update on the Ford Coupe, the AMT kit that I've been working on. And y'all remember I had some issues with the hood on that. I had to repaint it, and I think that all came out pretty good. But before I go any further, I want to recognize somebody. I got something in the mail yesterday. I wasn't even expecting it, but Rob over there at Time Machines Scale Models, he sent me this plate, this bicentennial plate. Man, doesn't it? I don't know what to tell you, man. I just appreciate that. I didn't even know it was coming. Like I said, that's just a good gesture on Rob's part. I just really appreciate that. And that's gonna go on the wall with the rest of my collection of plates up here. I really dig that. That'll be my second Michigan plate. I have a 1932 Michigan plate on the wall right now, but I just really dig the hell out of that bicentennial plate. Rob, I appreciate it. You don't know how much I appreciate that, buddy. Thanks, man. All right. Before I get going on the 37 or on the Ford Coupe at 37, that's the one I'm getting ready to go to next. Before I get going on the Ford Coupe here. You know, I had some issues with this. Man, I tell you what, those wing windows, I wasn't sure what to do with those suckers, but I got them in the best I could. I hope they look okay. I really like the way the paint came out. It's basically box stock, except for I used the lower half. Let me get it in front of y'all here so you can see it while I'm talking about it. Here should be, fellas. I used the box stock short block, and then the intake and the 2 4s that are on it, and the air cleaners. I got those out of the parts box, and then I wired the distributor. Other than that, it's box stock. It's stock wheels and tires. I think it came out super clean looking, man. I'm really digging it. That color is just great looking. Let's start on the front here. Did a little black wash in the grill in there. Kind of highlight it just a little bit. The hood fits really well. I had some issues with it early on. It was a little bit too wide, but I ended up kind of bending it together, pinching it, and it kind of held that way because up on top there's a area where you can cut out for the blower if you want to use a blower on this, and that's kind of a weak spot. So as I was bending it and pinching it together, that kind of gave a little bit, and it let the hood settle right in where it's supposed to be. So that worked out really well. And then of course y'all know I tried some bare metal foil on this, and boy, I tell you what, that stuff anymore, I don't know what to tell you guys, man. Well, you guys know what's going on with it. You're using it too. I couldn't get it. I started out on the hood with it, and I tried to do this trim piece, and it just would not hold on there, and it would not conform to that radius right there. And I think I tried 3 different pieces, and it ended up messing the paint up, so I had to strip the hood and repaint it. And of course, that was that custom color. To me is acrylic paint, and I initially shot it with a bronze, and then let that cure out, and then I went back over it with clear orange. So I didn't think I'd be able to match that paint at all, but by God, I think it came out pretty good. I'm happy with it anyway. Painted the little lights up on top of the light bezels there. Those are the stock bumpers. They gave you 2 different sets of bumpers, and I kind of like the stock ones like this. They look pretty cool. There's the wing windows. They had some little nubs on the windows as well, and I cut those off and just used the little slots that were in the glass because there was an upper and lower nub sticking out on the opening of the window itself. So I kind of pushed them in there and just put a little white glue in there, and I trimmed the outside of the frame on 3 sides. I left this glass on this side because that's the way it was on the real 44, and I just lined the rest of that with a silver marker, and it kind of simulates a frame around there. Looks okay. The running boards, I painted those with that Tamiya matte black. I really like that paint, and that worked out really well on this. Now, I'll tell you what, I take that back, fellas. That's what I was planning on doing, masking it off. But actually, this paint there is the, if I can get it here, that's the Tamiya's, I don't know if it's going to focus or not. That's the Tamiya's FX85 rubber black. That's what I used. I brushed that on. So that came out pretty good. Can't really see in the interior really well. I'm going to, here in a second, pull the camera off the, or my phone off the tripod here and hold it where I can get some better shots here. And I'll have the hood off too, because it takes both my hands to get the hood off. But I think it came out really well. I really like those chevrons on the back. Those are so cool. And if you guys have ever seen a 40 Ford Coupe in person, that deck lid handle is huge. I mean, I think that's a little undersized because those handles are huge on those cars. But I just like the body styles. I like the trucks and the cars, the fat fenders. I just dig them. All right, give me a second here, fellas, and I'm gonna pull the camera off here, and we'll take a better look here. Fellas, I'm back. We're gonna take a closer look here. Got my cell phone off the tripod. I'm holding it. We'll take a better look. Got the hood off. Like I said, this is the Sharp Block is the stock engine, and the intake and the carbs and the hose and everything, it all come out of the parts box. And I wired the distributor like I always do. I think it came out really well. I did the best I could with those wing windows. The windows themselves had a couple nubs on the top and bottom, and I cut those off because the window opening also had nubs on top and bottom. And I used the little cutouts on the glass and put them on those nubs and kind of left them so they're kind of partially open. I think it turned out okay. I don't know if we're going to be able to see the interior in here or not. It's probably not going to focus. Probably get a better picture through the front glass. Yeah, maybe. But you can see I got the tack on the steering column and the 3 gauges up on the dash. Turned out really cool. The running boards I painted with the come on here now, focus. Well, it's not even going to focus for me, but that's daggone, that's really bad. That's the Tamiya's rubber black FX85. That's what I painted that the running boards with. I think it came out pretty good. Got the little bit of a detail on some of the wiring on the firewall there. Got the windshield wiper arms painted chrome, and the door handles painted chrome. Those are the stock wheels and tires. I did put a little black on the lug nuts, hard to see, but I just think it came out really good. I like those chevrons on the back, and that, like I said, that daggone deck lid handle, those things are on a real 40 Ford, those things are huge. Really kind of funny looking, really, if you ask me, but I like them. I think they're pretty cool. My goal was to get that engine to set in there with the 2 4s and get that hood to go on there, and it did, and I'm really pleased with it. Like I said, got that black wash in the grill there to kind of highlight it a little bit better. That interior is, I think it's Tamiya's Rare Earth. Yeah, it's a flat earth, actually. FX52 flat earth. I kind of like that, and I like the Tamiya buff too. Both of those colors are really nice for interior. All right, fellas. I think I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to show this plate one more time. I am digging it. Rob, like I said, I really appreciate that, man. That's going to go up on the wall, buddy. All right, everybody, I think I'm going to wrap this up. That's the completion of the AMT 1940 Ford Coupe, and I'm a happy camper with it. All right, I'm done.